Hey everyone, and welcome back to another 3D revolution. In this video we're going to be looking at how to add extra strength to your prints in the slicing process without having to increase the infill. So let's have a look. Usually when you want to make a part stronger, you either need to use a stronger material or massively increase the infill percentage, but there is another trick you can do. I would like to do a big shout out to Need It Make It, who has a fantastic channel I'll link to in the description below. He was looking at a part by Boron of their stealth burner, which he found that there was these small gaps in it and there was some extra perimeter lines around it. It turns out this was actually an intentional thing, and by adding a very thin gap inside the model, the slicer then sees this as an exterior line and adds extra perimeter lines around it, therefore increasing the strength without increasing the infill. In this video, I'll be looking at how to use PrusaSlicer's Negative Volumes feature to add this to any model. So let's have a look in that. As an example here, I've got my FPV drone stand, which you can download from printables.com, and I want to add some extra strength to the stem here. Before we do that, let's have a quick slice of this at 20% and see how much filament and time it plans on using. This is expecting to use 69.98 grams, and it's expected to take 7 hours and 9 minutes. So let's go ahead and add the strength to this model. We'll right click and then go down to Add Negative Volume, then select Box. Now, if you haven't seen my PrusaSlicer tutorial on negative volumes, what this basically does is allows you to place a shape, whether it be a cube like this, or a sphere, or even import another STL, place it over your model, and then when you slice the model, it basically deletes that section of your model when slicing. So you can see here that cube has been taken out of the stand. But we're going to learn how to use negative volumes to actually strengthen your part rather than delete part of it. So what we'll do is we're going to place this cube roughly in the middle of the stem there, and then we're going to go across to the scale mode, and we're going to make this as thin as possible. And then we're going to go back to the move mode, and we're going to move that again to the center, and we're again going to resize it so it's completely inside the model, and we're going to make it particularly tall. We're then going to move it so it's not poking out the bottom of the model. You want this to be completely internal. So you can see at the bottom here, it's just poking out, and there we go. So it's internal now, and it's not poking out the top. We then want to go and make sure that it's quite near, but not yet poking through one of the perimeter walls. So it's outside and it's inside. So let's reset that now, and we'll move it in around a millimeter. Okay, so now we've got a negative volume that is as thin as we can make it, completely inside our model, not poking out anywhere, and let's slice it and see what happens. So now as we move down through the layers of our model, we hit the negative volume, and you can see that there is this area of the negative volume which it hasn't printed in, but as a result it sees that as the outside of the model, and it has printed a perimeter around it as well. And as we go down through the model, you can see that continues and then joins with the base of the model. If we go back to print settings, and in layers and perimeters we increase our perimeters to 3, and we come back and slice this again, you can see that now we have multiple perimeters that go around this negative volume and join with our standard perimeters. This has basically become a spine that runs through the entire model. Now I've got this extra strength there, I could change the infill from 20 to, let's say, 10% and re-slice it. I can now be confident that it is particularly strong because it has this spine running through the middle and continues all the way up like that. But you can see that it now uses slightly less filament of 66.2 grams, and it's taking around an hour less to print at just 6 hours and 8 minutes, because perimeters generally, when they are connected like that, are significantly faster than printing this shape of the infill. So that is how we can use negative volumes to make our prints much stronger than they were before. I hope this video will make your parts significantly stronger. Please do like and subscribe, it makes a huge difference to me. And if you would like to support me and my channel and get access to exclusive goodies, you can now do so via my Patreon account, which I'll link to in the description below. For now, why not check out my video where I did a month-long durability test of biodegradable filaments compared to PLA and recycled PLA, or where I chatted to ChatGPT about what it thought about the future of 3D printing. Happy printing, guys, and I'll see you next time.